Hey everybody, and welcome back to Novel Gaming, the YouTube channel.
I'm Vicky.
I'm Doug.
And I'm Katie.
And today, finally, we are going to do a tour of my island. We're going to do an island tour of Doug's island. I've been hesitant to do this because I'm like, no, I just got to do one more thing. I just got to do one more thing. And finally I decided, you know what? It's just never going to be done. So let's just explore and see what's there. You'll see some works in progress, but that's okay.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
It's been a long time since we saw its last iteration, even. So I'm stoked to see what has changed.
Yeah, so
too.
I'm definitely one of those folks who like fully developed their island and then completely overhauled it. So this is totally new for both of you. So I guess without further ado, let's start walking around.
Yeah, I could, real quick before we walk around, oops, that zoomed in. I can pull up your island map because people love looking at those, I think. That's a thing
okay,
that
sure.
happens.
Sure.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh,
If you pull up my island map, you'll see it's very busy.
yes. There's a lot happening.
Yes, most of my island is very jam-packed. I think the last island tour we saw was Katie's, and they took a much more
Pretty
wilderness-centric
simple. Oh, yeah.
approach. Mine is pretty full of stuff.
I like that you have Beardo.
I do
Face.
have Beardo. Yeah.
I'm
Oh
excited.
yeah, you can see all my villagers on
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, my
oh,
gosh. And little Miss Judy.
there. Little Miss Judy, my newest. Hopefully we'll run into her
Yeah,
today.
I hope she's out and about.
Yeah.
And
All right.
Camo Frog looks like a hamburger.
Camofrog, Camofrog's fun.
Sound convinced?
I didn't know what I was about to say. All right, let's start walking around here. I don't really know the
Yeah.
best path to do this, so I guess we'll just sort of go clockwise from the bottom,
Sure.
right?
Whoa.
So I have a
exciting.
lot. Like I said, I got lots going on here. So the first thing I guess I'll show off, I have this little area that I developed as like sort of an outdoor shop, flea market style.
Oh yeah.
Just to set up some booths, have some cool decorations. They're not all full. Like there's a bakery one here, there was a toy one back there. I've got a plant one here. I'll probably do like an art thing or something space themed, but just something to kind of look at and for villagers to walk around in.
That's cute.
That's so cute. I really like the toy one, and I like all the different colors. Not only the canopies are for the stalls, but the actual like wooden stalls, the wood
Yeah.
in them. That's cool.
It's weird. I think the stall might be my favorite like item because it's so easy to customize and you can do so many things with it. I guess we'll go right back up here real quick.
Yeah, Rocker Cherry doing a little shopping.
I love Cherry. One of my favorites. Behind the toy store, I put a little arcade.
Oh heck
That's
yeah!
some classic arcade carpet
Oh my god,
here.
that carpet's
Oh.
perfect.
It really is. I like the rope too. The entrance rope. It is like
Yeah.
very much. You gotta pay, a couple bucks to get into this section.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little stanchioned off, you know?
Vicky, I love your dance moves.
Oh, I'm dancing to the jukebox.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
That's awesome.
Party rock.
I like all the balloons too. They're so festive.
Yeah, I like that they added the balloons. I got really excited, so I put them all over the place. At least on this side of the island.
Yeah. This is so cute. Love my
Yeah.
dance party.
So this is one of the like under construction areas back here. I kind of have this little sort of fashiony area. I've got my runway to the left,
Oh, whoa!
and then I was gonna put like a little sort of shop that's related to it right next to it. So this is my new version of the runway.
Baller.
I love that color
More
scheme.
black and white, a little more chic.
She.
I got to get my panels to match it, but you know.
Oh, but still, I mean, those
Progress.
panels, yeah, look
It
fine
still
as
works.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be able to do a new runway show. I've got it so that if you angle the camera, my secondary house, which is all black and white, kind of fits in that area, so you've got a full backdrop.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Secondary
I
house.
like this a lot. I can't wait to work this runway.
Heck yeah. I think last time we were on a runway, it was for a Halloween costume
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
category, so maybe we'll have to do that again.
Oh, yay! Yeah! Halloween 2.0. Less scary.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. One thing worth showing off, this is something I actually didn't change, just because I like the vibe of it. This is one of the first things I sort of decorated and customized outside. It's just like a little fishing area with like a little table and some coconut drinks.
Nice.
Yeah. Take a sip while you're fishing.
Yeah.
Cute.
Put some fishing bait here as a decoration.
Hey, it works.
The kind of maybe sad thing is that the fish in the little box is kind of staring at the
I
bait.
want that food.
Perpetually in wanting.
Yes. So I think we probably can. Let's see. What's the best way to get through here? I guess we'll go behind my or in front of my secondary house here. I did start a secondary house before. You gotta like jump through.
Oh, there's
here.
I see there's a wall.
A little bit of space.
Okay.
Vicky and I were stuck.
It's very jam-packed. I started a secondary house before they did the storage expansion,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
like weeks later they did the storage expansion. So I have another house.
Nice.
I added a couple villagers here. These are two of my favorite villagers. I put them near both of my houses. We'll see my primary house later. But these are two villagers that I know I'll probably never get rid of. This is Sherb's house and Cherry's house. They're two of my favorites, so
Aw.
I put them close to me.
I like that Cherry has the little rocker gnome positioned in their front yard.
Yeah, Cherry's got the rocker gnome. Sherb's got, the bug thing in his yard.
He always talks to them.
Give him a few
Oh,
bugs
yeah.
as gifts too. So he's got bugs all over the place. So then as we get sort of as we go east a little bit, we've got my shop here. We've got a under construction diner here.
Oh, cool. I like that fence.
Yeah. I just need to get more black, white, and teal stuff to sort of fill this out and do sort of a space diner.
Out of this world.
Exactly. Got another house down here. That's Beardo's house.
Nice.
And then a little park here for the moon to kind of go next to the space restaurant.
A moon park.
You know,
And the
It's a little
moon is a
moon park.
planet.
Yeah.
the moon is the planet. Yes.
That's
Ooh,
cool.
the lights just kicked on. Hey.
Ooh, we hit that time of night. So one thing I really like, one of the first things I did when I overhauled my island was figure out where I wanted my shop, because I figured that's a place people will visit. A lot of times when people visit your island, they want to check out what's in your shop. So I made kind of like a nice path
Yeah.
entry surrounded by water and flowers.
Pretty.
I like these lights too.
Yeah, I had to widen the path at one point because it was getting a little tight.
Yeah.
But I like the way it turned out.
Yeah, looks good.
Me too. I really like it. It's kind of like a cute residential shopping district. Like it's like,
Yeah.
a little homey.
Yeah.
Who is this?
So this wolf, I don't remember their name. I have a couple villagers who moved onto my island very quickly after others moved out.
Chief.
They weren't invited,
Oh.
so I don't remember their names. There's two of them.
Okay.
That's one of them, Chief.
Interesting.
Chief's
Yeah.
nice though.
Yeah. Seem cool.
Yeah. We're filming this on the Bug Off.
Hey there,
so,
Flick.
Hey Flick. So behind my resident services, I put like a little recreation
cute.
area. So it seemed like it fit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so the little recreation area, little basketball court with some exercise stuff. And then because it's got sort of a community vibe, one of my favorite things that I added to my island was this little community garden. A long time ago, I asked both of you, like, hey, does one of you have the sign recipe? I really need some signs. Because I hadn't found it yet. And I don't remember who was able to hook me up, but one of you hooked me up with it, and I made these little
These
custom
look
signs
so cute.
to
Aw.
sort of designate little community garden plots.
I
I
do
love
love
it.
it. I also really love this little fountain. I don't think I've seen this blue one before. I've
Yeah.
like, just seen the brick one and the white one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I
that's
like
cool.
the blue one.
Mhm.
I don't know how to describe like what that type of tiling is, but I like it.
Yeah.
Tiling. Yeah.
This is like a little residential area. This is a lot of where like villagers will move in and out of.
Okay.
Like I mentioned, those 2 Sherb and Cherry, I'm confident will always be there. So they've got their own bigger plots. This is kind of like a little development where people might live for a little bit,
Move out.
might
Yeah.
move out. You can see that one of them's currently shrubbed off. I don't know who lives there. I've never talked
Wait,
to
you
them.
keep them locked in there?
Yeah.
What?
I think in previous games, if you like lock somebody in, they couldn't interact with anybody, and they were like more likely to leave.
guess
I
I'll
don't think it
move.
works like in that
Oh my
that in this
gosh.
game, but I like to pretend.
Just feels satisfying.
Yeah, I don't want to accidentally talk to
That's
them. You know.
amazing.
That's really funny. How
Yeah.
wonderful.
Okay. So then if we go, oh hey there, what's up, Zucker?
Oh, okay.
Zucker.
I like Zucker. So I really like flowers, so a lot of the island will just have like random little patches of flowers. I try to organize them in like fun ways. I can never decide if I like a more wildflower look or a more like, proper
Yeah.
look, so you'll see both.
Doug, you're pushing me around and it's awesome.
Oh, I'm not trying to.
Vicky was doing it earlier too.
Oh,
Both are
sorry.
very pushy. I like all your flowers. I feel like you do a nice job of having them serve as pops of color in places that like liven it up.
Yeah, when I first started my island, like a whole third of my island was just like this out of control wildflower garden.
Oh, yeah.
And it was really unwieldy. And so finally I was like, I gotta do something about this. And I started putting flowers in places that made a little bit more sense.
Nice.
This is a little playground. I think it's fun. I like the playground stuff. It's fun. I gotta get like a slide to put in
Oh,
here
cool.
at some point.
That'd be a
but
nice addition.
I've got a couple I could probably choose from.
You can't ever go down slides, right?
No, that's what makes them such a bummer.
Aw.
Yeah.
Like, I know I need one in there because it's a playground, but can't really do anything with it.
I like
This
this
is
area.
Camel Frog's house. Camel Frog lives like an overgrown, sort
Oh,
of
cool.
pseudo-swampy area.
I like that.
That's really neat.
And then my campsite is across the little creek there.
Huh.
Cute.
Oh, that's very cute.
I like how you've partitioned your island. Like using these like rock barriers and stuff to make it feel segmented at places. That's cool.
Yeah, I kind of dig it. I know, some folks will have like a much more open, sort of free sort of, I guess, floor plan, island plan. And probably find this a little claustrophobic, but I dig it because it kind of like segments things off. I think it makes my island feel bigger because I've got like little areas.
All your villagers are coming out.
I know, they're all out for the bug off.
Ooh, I like this.
Yeah, so this is like my entrance to resident services. I probably could spruce it up a little bit more, but I like it as is for the time being.
Yeah.
This is what I mean about like sometimes I can't decide if I like a more wildflowery look or like a
Okay.
contained look.
Yeah.
So this is more, spread out. I have like some patterns on the ground to prevent the flowers from filling out the area because I like them sort of staggered too. So that's kind of what I got going on here. And then this is the east side of the island is where it really starts to open up a little bit more. And I was like, you know what? You got to have some wilderness. So we got like a little peach forest over here.
Aw.
This is all just wilderness. I needed an area where trees could just kind of grow.
Yeah.
And like bugs could kind of live and villagers could wander. Something that's a little less constrained.
Yeah. I like that your flowers match the peach. They give the vibe of peach. Oops. I just jumped across. And I like this little seating area with the dirt. It's cute.
Yeah.
I also like you occasionally have random pieces of path on the ground, and I really like that too.
Yeah, I like having I don't know, I like having a lot on the ground. Like well, I guess everybody did see my map. Lots of paths and paths. There they are. You're the one.
They got out.
Who are you? I don't even know your name.
Oh no.
How did you get to this island?
What? This is the one you locked up?
Yeah.
They got out.
See, it doesn't work anymore. You know, locking them up doesn't work.
They just hopped right over that wall.
They really did.
You can't contain a kangaroo.
Yeah, that was on you, Doug.
So this is where we're getting into my little museum area. So before the museum, or I guess next to the museum, I made a little library.
Yes.
Love it. Oh, this is
Instead of
gorgeous.
dedicating a room to my house to being a library, I decided to make one that I guess villagers could kind of access a little bit more
I like
easily.
this shark book. That's fun.
Oh, that's so cool.
What? Oh
yeah,
my
it's
gosh.
a shark pop-up book.
That's
Look,
so
we only have
cool.
quality items here at the Ikabula
I guess.
library.
Dang.
Only
that
the
was
best
so
literature. So then this is where we get to my museum and my grand museum entrance.
Oh.
I spent a lot of time trying to make this make sense.
Good. Whoa, look at these waterfalls.
Yeah.
Oh, stairs on both sides.
Stairs on both sides,
Dang.
symmetrical waterfalls.
I was just gonna come up and do the upshot.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What's upshot?
Well, I don't know if it's called that. I'm just standing down and I tilted my camera up.
I just wanted to say what's up.
Dang it.
Doug.
I didn't even get the good joke.
So a friend of mine named Zach had done something similar to this where he had it on multiple levels,
Uh-huh.
and I really liked the way that looked, and so I decided to sort of
Yeah,
steal that idea a little bit because I thought
Yeah.
it looked so cool.
this is really
Very
neat.
grand.
Yeah. We'll go back up this way, but real quick, this is where Tangy lives. Tangy's surrounded by orange trees and some citrus-colored flowers.
Oh, they look so nice.
Yeah, because she's like a little orange cat.
Aw.
All right, so we got to go back up past the museum. There's sort of a little secret back entrance up to one of my
Ooh.
favorite places.
Oh.
So this is the little secret entrance behind the museum to get up to this
Whoa.
wilderness area.
Exclusive.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. This is
real
where Judy
cool.
lives.
Oh, nice.
Judy lives in the
Oh.
wilderness. She is a bear cub, so
Aw,
she lives up in the mountains.
that's funny. Looks like Judy's out somewhere, so hopefully,
Yeah, we'll find her. And then this, get ready for this.
oh gosh, I'm so excited.
This is my new and improved tribal council set,
Hey.
Whoa. Hey,
complete
Survivor.
with hidden cameras to make the TV show.
Cool.
We've got our benches and our torches. We've got our little voting urn.
Oh my gosh.
This is cool.
And we've even got a little secret voting confessional here with its own camera.
Oh my gosh, Doug.
Doug.
Yeah. So when it's time to vote,
Only the
You know,
camera
there's a
and
place to do
Godzilla are watching.
Yeah.
yeah, there's a Godzilla in the background there.
That's perfect.
This is so cool. I remember your original tribal council area, Doug Love Survivor, if you can't tell from this
My
section.
favorite.
And not that one was cool, but this one is so much more cool and well, like
It's a
polished.
lot more. It's a lot more decorated, a lot more polished. The original one was very much just like some stone stuff
Yeah.
and some torches, and it was it was cool. It was a cool first attempt. But every version of my island has had a tribal council set. It always will. So every time I've
Nice.
moved it, I've tried to make it a little bit cooler than the last time.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I like
All right.
the use of all these red hyacinths. Is that what they're called?
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that.
This is another area where I sort of I do maintain it, but I also let it go wild a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I like how it looks, and
Yeah.
it's the sort of wilder area of my
Mhm.
island. All right,
Ooh,
so
money
a couple
tree.
things over here. Yeah, this is where I plant my money trees, so I never have to search
Oh,
for them.
that's so smart. That's so
We got some
smart.
black, gold, and yellow, like a little luxurious
Oh, yeah.
area here
High
where I
end.
grow money.
Cool.
Some gold roses.
Yeah. And then we'll dip right down here for just a second.
Okay.
Oh, I like
Because
this.
there's a little Yeah, there's a little seating area right next to the top of Camo Frog's house.
Nice.
Hope he doesn't mind. Aw.
Yeah, that was
Fit a
cute,
third?
Vicky. Thanks for
Yeah.
sitting by me.
Yeah.
Can we make a
anytime.
3-person bench?
Yeah, I wish.
I know, right? This is a little camping area that I made when the mushroom stuff came out.
Oh, nice.
I really liked the mushroom stuff, and it came out while I was doing my overhaul, so I was like, I really got to do something with that because it looks so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that the sort of mushroom lamps look different when they're lit up and when they're not, so you're able to sort of add like different colors to it based on whether or not they're lit up.
This is cool. Just a little hidden
Little camping area.
mushroom
Yeah.
mushroom dining. You can only eat mushrooms here.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. It's all that's on the menu. And then this is just here because I thought it was cool and wanted to see if I could make a really deep waterfall. And I can.
I'm gonna go around the other side to get a better look.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if it would let me fish there. It does.
Oh, you can cast all the way down into that bottom area?
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
cool.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right. And now I think we pretty much just have this top elevated area, which has
Yeah.
some of my favorite gardeny things.
Yeah, this is such a cute little pocket park.
Yeah, a little pocket
Aw.
park with like a telescope and a little some viewing binoculars. You can see behind it, I've got some flowers growing. Sometimes
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
like hide groups of flowers just to let them grow in case I want to make a new garden somewhere.
Yeah. Aw.
A little observation deck right over where Red shows up.
Oh, that's funny.
All right. And then this is basically just the gardens.
Nice.
Lots of gardens. So this is my rainbow garden with a little bit of naked David. So just heads up.
Oh, I
Oh.
didn't
Got
see
some
it.
nude artwork.
It's so funny because of where and how it's positioned. You can't see the head at all, unless you do an upshot. But there's a different kind of upshot happening there.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's amazing.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's pretty.
I still haven't gotten any green flowers, so when we
Oh.
get to that point, we'll probably
Expand a little.
edit this.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But that's my rainbow garden for now. I got like a yellow and gold one down here just because I thought it looked neat.
Yeah, that does.
Yeah.
I've never seen those gold
This
flowers
is-
before. They're pretty.
Yeah, they're cool. This is
Ooh.
this is what I mean when I say I can't decide
I
whether I
love
like the really
this.
prim and proper stuff
Oh, yeah.
or the wilder look.
Yeah.
So I love this. This is one of
Yeah.
my favorite things. It's one of the things I'm most proud of is just this little area.
Uh-huh.
All these yellow and white flowers. I added some of the white and green pumpkins in here. This little sparkle pattern is what I typically use around flowers and pathways when I don't want flowers or weeds growing beyond it. And I think it looks kind of nice.
Yeah.
I think it adds a lot of like texture. And then I made some of those like makeshift greenhouses
Yeah.
back here with the stalls.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good use for of the stalls.
Yeah, that is.
That's
Yeah, I
clever.
saw somebody do it and was like, "That's amazing," and I
Yeah.
need those. So I really like this area. It's one of my
Yeah.
favorite things.
Me too.
This is so cool.
Awesome.
It's so pretty. I want to live here,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
in
I
this
like
spot.
this.
I mean, the rest of your island's cool too, but I think I agree. I think this is really awesome
This
so
is my
far.
favorite. Yeah, we'll have to set up a tent or two here, so y'all.
Yeah.
Visit and have a place to stay.
Yeah. This is just another little. I like these items, and I wanted a place to put them, so that's all that is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Little mossy rock stone
Yeah.
area.
And then this garden area is where I do some practical
Ooh.
gardening.
Oh,
So I
nice.
got a little bigger like tool shed I got here. I
This
keep
is
some
so
spare, like,
cute.
Yeah.
A tool shed. What a cute idea.
yeah. I saved my favorite parts of the island for last. I really like the sort of like gardens area of my island.
Yeah.
So some extra tools. This is where I try to breed flowers, sometimes successfully, sometimes not. You can see that I put the lily of the valley here before I realized you can't breed them.
Oh.
So they've just
You're
been
just
chilling
showing
there.
off now.
Yeah.
Just showing off. You can see I was trying to grow some orange hyacinth. We got some success. This is where we got our gold roses from. But yeah, this is where I do the sort of like actual work gardening.
Cool.
Got some pumpkin
Propagating.
patch here.
Yeah.
Yeah, propagating. There we go.
Thanks, Vicky. You taught me that in one of our other videos. This is so cool.
Yeah, I like this. I like this little area here.
Yeah, that's great.
And then the only thing left, I think, because my beaches don't have a whole lot on them, only thing left is really just my house. My house area, my
Oh,
front
nice.
yard. Yeah. I really embraced the pumpkins. One of my favorite games ever is Stardew Valley, so when they allowed me to grow pumpkins, I went all in. Ended up with way more pumpkins than I needed, so I found places to put them. So I put a bunch of them in my front yard.
I like it. It fits with the color scheme of your flowers and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I also like you have the Mario pipe by your house. Does that
Oh, cool.
connect? Is that only other one, the one right by the airport?
Yeah, so the Mario pipes that I have are right next to my house in the airport, so I can jump real quick to the front and the back of the island, just because I put my house all the way back here.
Yeah.
I also put my house where no villagers can find it.
Oh
or
yeah,
access it,
they
rather.
can't jump.
They can't jump, so I put it off to the side, just because this is my area for peace and quiet.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
My house is tucked kind of back away too, and it's always jarring when the villagers show up.
Yeah, mine used to be a lot closer to the villagers, and every morning when I woke up, they would be like out on my front yard, and I was like, this feels like a violation.
Ouch.
So that's why I moved it.
Yeah. Is your house able to be viewed at all, or
Yeah.
you're not feeling?
Wanna see it?
Yeah, I love islands, but I also, like in real life, love looking around people's houses.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Did you make any changes to your inside?
I haven't
Okay.
made any major changes.
Ooh. Good thing I don't remember
eventually
it.
I will.
This seems different, I think.
I added some stuff, and I think I sort of shifted a couple things.
Oh, yeah.
This main room is such a puzzling room because it has doorways on every single wall.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried to sort of segment it into 4 areas as best as I could.
Got a little office area, leisure play
Yeah.
area, a tea
Yeah,
area,
here's where I work on my
music.
Your
Harp
heart.
skills.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm always interested to see what people do with their houses because some folks won't put, like, I guess, quote, functional rooms in their houses because they're like, well, I'm not actually using the bathroom, I'm not actually cooking, so
Ooh.
why not do some cool theme stuff? I kind of like having
Whoa.
those rooms because I think they're neat, and there's so many items that you can kind of build a fun space out of, so.
Yeah.
Like, are you stuck in that chair?
It's my controller drift.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Yeah. So I'm just letting it do its thing.
Still happening. We
Yeah.
gotta get that fixed. This is a
Yep.
cool kitchen.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like it.
I do still have a couple cardboard boxes here. We're just gonna pretend
Still
that that's
unpacking.
furniture.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Hey, I would have believed it had you not said they were.
Yeah, it just helps me sort of like envision where those things should go, and means they don't have to be on the floor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this room in the back here. This is my coffee drinking plant room.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, heck
So
yeah.
it's really just like a booth with some coffee, and then this had some more plants in it. I'm gonna get some more plants to sort of fill it up again. But I just liked the idea of having like all but a greenhouse, you know? in the house. It's just a room with lots of big open windows for sunlight to come in. And I just envision like getting up in the morning, making your coffee, and walking to this room and just like
Aw.
waking up amongst the plants
And
I
a
like that.
and
luchador.
this little wrestler that I
Yeah.
think maybe one of you gave me.
Yeah, I think I got that for you because it was in my shop and it was green, and I was like, Doug likes green things.
I do. So this next room, it's funny because this is the first room, this next one, that I really sort of like saw what other people were doing and was like, wow, people do really cool stuff. It's funny though, because it's the bathroom.
It's an important room.
It's all pink and white, except for the toilet. This is one of the toilet.
Oh,
This is the
looks
gold
so
toilet that I
good.
won.
Oh yeah, congrats.
In one of our game days.
Oh, it flushed.
Rude.
We just watched you go to the bathroom.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, everybody. Luckily, I have this incredibly opaque
Yeah,
bamboo
can't see through it at
stall
all.
here.
I really like this.
Oh, yeah. This is great.
I like the I don't know what it's called. The tiny purse, the flower tiny purse, cherry blossom purse. I don't know. On the wall, that looks really nice.
Yeah,
At first I thought it was
think
a
I still have some
mirror.
cherry blossom. Yeah, I think I still have some cherry blossom items that I need to make that I could probably add to this, but I really wanted to do, that pink, white, and tan vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because I think there's a filter that's sort of like a almost sepia
Oh yeah,
that makes stuff like this look really cool.
yeah.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
Okay. Well, I'm stuck. There we go. All right, let's go downstairs first. So this is my basement.
Oh, little music room.
Ooh.
Yeah, I decided I wanted I just wanted my basement to be like a music room. Which I think was largely just inspired by the fact that there's a bazillion musical instruments in this game, and they have these big, huge, room
Yeah.
rugs that remind me of
Oh,
people's
yeah.
home studios.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So once I saw those, I was kind of like, that looks like what you put down to sort of dampen noise when you're recording and
is
stuff.
cool.
So, yeah, my favorite thing about this room is the
Yeah.
albums on the wall. I think the albums look really cool as artwork.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't even realize they're all around.
Yeah. Yeah. So before I even started filling up the jukebox, I actually started putting them on the wall because I think I did it by accident once, and was like, wait, that looks really cool. So I decided to use them as art.
Yeah, I like that.
Wouldn't it be fun to make prints of those and hang them around your actual
Oh
house?
Oh,
yeah.
that would be
I
cool.
bet someone has to have at this point, right?
I would
How
think
much
so.
do you think?
Little KK gallery.
Yeah. This is so cute.
And then the last room is the bedroom.
This is where the magic happens. By magic, I mean sleeping and dreaming into other
Oh, yeah.
people's islands. Ooh.
And changing into cool new fashion.
This is cool.
Ooh, I
Yeah,
like
so I split this in half
this.
because it's such a big room. So I
Uh-huh.
kind of made one half all conventional bedroom stuff, where I change and sleep and I guess write on a typewriter.
Mhm.
And then the other side is just sort of like a creative space. So there's a sewing machine and an art cabinet and a all sorts of creative things, I
Yeah.
guess.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
Again, I really like your use of items to make the spaces separate. That was really smart with this shelf here.
Yeah, thank you. I like this shelf a lot because it does exactly that. It makes it feel like two rooms.
Yeah.
This is probably the only room except for the basement where I really put things on the wall. I got to get better at that. Like the kitchen, I'm sure there's things I could put on the kitchen wall.
You had some
So,
stuff in the
we'll get
plant
there
room
eventually.
too. That looked nice.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like these the arts.
The ink
These drawings.
drawing thing.
Yeah, the ink
Yeah,
drawings.
the
That's
little
really
autographs,
cool.
I think.
Oh
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's really neat.
I also like in your rooms the solid color pattern because I feel like it's all patterns all the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's cool to have. Yeah, this is the green room.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like that. I don't know why. I like that each room kind of has its own color to it. There's something about that I find very pleasing. And then because I have so many flowers, I guess this is really the last thing. Because I have so many flowers and because there are so many colors, I like to, not really hide, but I like to make little pride gardens.
Aww.
So little pride flag gardens all over the place. There's one here.
Heck yeah.
There was one in the sort of residential development area where I said people sort of move in and out. There was a pink, white, and blue down
Cool.
here, sort of like an Ace-inspired flag. We don't
Yeah.
have gray flowers, but you get the picture.
Yeah.
So I like to put those in where I can. Once I have green flowers, I can add some more even. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
I know you said you don't have a lot on your beach, but what's this up here to the left?
yeah. So I have a little barbecue picnic area. I put a pool back there too.
That
So
is
just
super cute.
I didn't want totally empty beaches, so got some stuff. To be totally honest, this is kind of the area that's most closed off when I end up buying a lot of turnips, this is usually where I dump them. But I do like this little area. It's probably the next thing I'll try to like figure more out with.
Vicky's just gonna take a swim real quick.
Just a quick dip.
Quick dip and then dry off.
Yeah, no big deal.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Yeah. I
Yeah, I
think
really like
that's
the island.
I think that's pretty much it. I think we saw
Oh yeah, now we're
everything.
back at the runway.
Yeah, back at the bring it back to the runway.
Nice.
Well, thanks for giving us a tour. This was really awesome. There were so many fun things to see.
Yeah, I really like I don't know. I just like having lots of different things to look at. That way if I get sick of one part of my island, I can just go to a different part of my island. It looks totally different.
Yeah. Well, thanks for watching, everybody, and stay tuned. Maybe a year from now, we'll visit Vicky's Island.
Yeah, we'll do
and
one every year.
Once a year, yeah. All
Bye,
right.
everyone.
Bye.